Shut up.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Shout Out Podcast. This is episode 8. We are up in this gig, y'all. We doing this thing, and we have another special guest for y'all.
Another guest.
Aaron Pickett.
Yeah, Aaron. Come on down.
Hello. Hi. What? Don't look at me like that.
Because that was dumb. That was dumb as hell.
You're dumb. You're dumb as hell.
And you look dumb as hell.
No, I don't. You know I don't. That's crazy.
Those glasses are.
How many times you wear them overalls?
All that beginning and then
right?
camera start rolling.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
it's insane.
But yes.
No, go ahead.
No, you're doing the welcomes.
No, yeah, welcome. Yeah, so welcome. Thank y'all for coming back. I know it's been a minute, but we are back in this gig, like I said before, and we got a lot to talk about today.
Yes. Hope you had good holidays. Hope you had a good everything. We've had a couple of holidays.
Plural.
We've had a couple of holidays.
We're going to go ahead and say that this is like low-key, like the second half of season 1.
This is
the reboot.
Yes, the
reboot.
the reboot. The re-up.
No, this is, you know how they have the mid-season finale? The last one was the mid-season finale, so.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
This
Was
is the
it?
Shut up. Second half of the mid-season.
Shoot, let me go and retitle that. But yes, man, we have quite some exciting things to talk about today.
Yeah.
Just a plethora of things. This year, I need 2024 to get it together.
Cowgirl.
Yeah.
Cow X.
Cow they.
No. That's insane.
So
That's
yes,
insane.
this year is ridiculous already, and we're barely 4 months into the year, and there's already so much that's been happening. So this is crazy. 24. Let's get it together. But
it's crazy. Yeah.
So what should we start with?
You're almost a cowboy yourself with the overalls.
Thank you.
You want to go ahead and start with
Gosh,
the
I want
Beyonce
to cuss
cowboy?
you out. I want to cuss you out.
You want to go
so
ahead and
bad.
start with Cowboy
Yes,
Carter?
Happy Cowboy Carter year, month, life,
wow.
decade, all that
Okay.
good stuff.
Decade.
She just dropped her album March 29th.
A holiday.
She is.
Yeah, Beyonce Day.
Listen,
B-Day.
this y'all, for the ones who don't listen to her, I don't care. We're talking about her today.
Yeah.
But yes, that album.
Yeah, we definitely have to start with that thing because this album is an insane masterpiece of work.
It really is. It really
Yeah.
is. I know people don't like listening to country music, and of course, she said herself that this isn't a country album. This is a Beyonce album, but you can clearly hear the influences. And I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, it's not necessarily country, but what people are saying is that because it's in 3 parts, and so it's kind of what country used to be, like what it is now, and then kind of just like her own spin on it, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. I like that. But yeah, it was just really cool how she put it all together. You know what I'm saying? It really was just an entire experience, a journey, and it was just really cool what she did with the sound. I mean, it was just the way she opened it up. Let's do that. The way she opened up the project
American Rap.
was insane. That's her Bohemian Rhapsody. That's what that is.
The opening, honestly, yeah, I'm sorry. I honestly like the middle more than the opening.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I understand that.
Of course you do.
Oh, what? I'm an understanding person. I can understand different people for
Misunderstanding person.
You,
What?
let's talk about you.
Let's
with
talk
being
about you and those
understanding, because
glasses.
You and these glasses. Let's talk about you and those overalls.
I like wearing
Popeye.
them. I wear them a lot.
You wear them a lot.
I do wear them a lot. I do.
You wear them quite a bit.
I do.
First time on the podcast, but not first time in real life. Trust me.
This is the first time I'm wearing this t-shirt.
This is
Oh no. But yeah.
I feel self-conscious about these glasses.
So because you asked if they were pretentious. I told you there's nothing wrong with wearing glasses.
But then you
because you're being a
3
jerk, so
times
I'm going to be a
since we
jerk to
started.
you.
That's not even true.
But anyway, okay. So
How
why
about
do
we
you
let
say
Aaron
you?
finish?
So why do you say you like the middle more than the beginning?
I just feel like the middle gave me, like, before this album, I feel like the Beyonce cowboy or the Beyonce country that we associated her with was
Texas Hold'em.
no.
Oh, you talking
Daddy
about the-
Lessons.
Oh,
No,
oh,
yeah.
okay,
And so
gotcha.
I think that, like, which has like a little bit of, I wouldn't say rap, but like, and I personally really like the rapper Beyonce, and I think that shined in the middle.
Yeah.
And
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti was
She
nice.
went off.
No, and then the song after Spaghetti, I don't know what it was, but she was talking about now I want to look at the lyrics.
No, go ahead. I mean, let's
right,
do that.
yeah.
Let's do that. while you're saying that, I understand that because to me, the first half of the album or the first third of the album.
Sorry.
Can you do that off of the mic? No. It's not like it's not a cough. It's not a burp. Like it's just you.
Oh, but at
spouting
the
off.
beginning, Blackbird was
Blackbird
good.
was cool. Yeah.
And do you guys know? Like, I didn't know this till this came out, but like the background of like the Beatles' original reason of writing Blackbird, and then she ate with that one.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, oh, so it's always been nice. See, it's always been. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who like Beatles, you obviously aren't real fans if you don't know this. I said what I said, but
See, he's attacking me. He's attacking y'all.
no. So I
He
guess
has a problem.
So I guess
That
the
boy
reason.
Carter is
'cause
really
I-
out here shooting folks.
So I think, there were people that were, excited that she did, a rendition of Blackbird, but we're also kind of confused because, like, what does that have to do with country? But
Yeah.
the Paul McCartney was saying that they wrote that about the black woman during that time, especially like with the civil rights movement and all of that. And so I think that's, that was her taking that and just, singing about that experience. So that song really has takes on like a whole new, I guess, meaning for the listener, for those who didn't realize that, because I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that just now. Y'all just informed me. So
Yeah,
cool.
isn't that crazy though? I'm like, listen, come on, history.
No, for sure. No, Beyonce is really getting historic up in this thing.
Oh no, for sure. She's a
Historic.
And
genius.
creating it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those harmonies.
It's really nice to hear other people say that.
Those harmonies, like, right. No, I
But
feel
it's, like,
you.
things
I
that,
feel
like,
you.
Honestly, if I didn't have social media, it would just be going over my head.
Yeah,
And then
I
like
get
people
you.
point it out, I'm like, dude.
No, I swear.
Yeah, because when you pay attention, it's like, no, she really does, like, the choices that she makes in her songs. So it's not people just like, oh my God, you love Beyonce because I've always loved Beyonce. But it's like you listen to what she's doing and the choices that she makes musically and lyrically, and now even more than ever, she really, not that she hasn't had intention in the past with her songs, but now it's like there's
The marriage is.
there's
ridiculous.
something,
The marriage of the two is like.
there's something that she
On
is
a whole new
clearly
level.
saying to people, and now she's doing these things even more so in response to people acting stupid. It's like, thank you, you just gave me some more music, bye.
No, for sure. But yeah, no, what I was gonna say is like the first third of the album to me, that like it's almost split up in acts, just like Act 1 and Act 2 and
Yeah.
Act 3 coming to us soon, hopefully.
Yes.
But
Probably in another 2 years though.
You think so?
Well, because Act 1 came out in 2021. No, just kidding.
I was about to say
That's
20.
No, 20. Was it 20?
I think it's 22
Yeah, 22. Sorry.
because we got the tour in 23.
Yeah. So it was 22. So yeah. So it'll probably be 26.
Oh my, that just feels so far away, but it'll
But
probably be
this came quick though. So.
It did, right? It
Yeah.
did. But
But I
she
think
she
it's-
knew how to spread everything
She
out.
did, but I think it only came quick because like all three of us were waiting for the tour and our tour dates. So if she doesn't go on tour, we can't wait till 26.
Oh, she doesn't go on tour. I'm gonna.
I hope. But I mean, that would be wild for her to go on tour again. She just got off of
No,
it.
for sure.
Like that.
Especially after
she's a
hearing her
beast.
trials and tribulations during that. As a
Yeah.
fan, Mikey, you should not want her to go do
I
that.
want her to do it again. As a fan, I believe in her.
But it's just
Like her
I'm just
poor knees, man.
right. I'm just
No, I
I'm-
just know she can do it. I just know she can. You know what I mean?
Okay, but we also know that like she doesn't do anything unless she can kill it.
No, that's true. That's true.
So if her body hasn't been able to regroup,
Yeah. I mean, no. If okay, listen. Like I do love my girl. So if she
He
does
just
need
doesn't
some-
have any
shut
consideration
your
for
mouth.
her.
Shut your mouth.
No consideration.
You don't have consideration for humans.
You
in
don't
general.
have a consideration for shutting up.
Anyways, so what I was saying was that if she does need recuperation, obviously she needs to recover and then heal from
Not
the tour.
if.
Well, because who knows? I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
her body.
Mm-hmm.
So if obviously, please take the time to recover and heal
Okay.
and give us some visuals. Just kidding.
The thing is, we're gonna get the visuals.
You don't know. No.
Hey, I want to finish my statement.
No, I
we're not
That's
really
weird.
getting them.
We're getting
Let's
them
hear it.
after Act 3 because it's all a part of it. Because if you've been paying attention to the stuff that she's been putting out as far as like video clips, it's stuff like, so if you pay attention to when she did I'm That Girl, like that half visual. and she did like all the different looks that she was get out of my face. And she did all the different looks. Some of those weren't all act 1. Some of those were act 2. And that's like when she did that taxi, that was one of the pictures that she put in act 1 for when she did that video for I'm That Girl. So yeah, I think she's waiting until all the acts are out because it's an entire universe.
But remember, we are the visuals.
Well, I mean, she's definitely made those video clips with everybody enjoying her albums and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't want that visual. I don't care. Oh my gosh, they kitchen. It's bumping Beyonce. Like, I don't care.
I promise you, we're getting them after Act 3 is out, and then it's gonna be an entire thing. I promise you. He
also promised me that we were gonna get them before the tour. So, how many broken promises are we going to make?
It's after Act 3, and then we're getting the visuals because it's all part of it.
I can't wait for 2026.
I'm serious, if we all haven't just been destroyed by then, shoot, everybody's going crazy.
Everybody's going crazy, for sure.
But yeah, so.
Okay. This bar was crazy. Tried to turn me to the opposition. I'm appalled by the proposition. We all been played by the plagiaristic. That was crazy.
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
I ain't gonna give no clout addiction my attention.
No, it's real,
I'm
though.
Give the clout attention my attention.
But she's honest. Like, most people say that and they're lying about it because it's like, no, initially y'all are doing it for clout. Like, but she don't.
No, but played by the plagiaristic is insane.
Now, okay, see, because I'm daft in just life in general, so what?
Continue.
Please.
So what is she referring to when she said that? Because I heard that, I was just like, okay, who is that? Who's that?
The people that judged her during the CMAs.
Oh, okay, so all right.
Yeah.
Because
so obviously, as we know, the common crowd of country is, and so
quite.
It's quite good.
No, yeah, because somebody just like before you continue, because there was somebody who posted online. It was this guy, and he was saying because he was there when she did that performance, and I guess like he heard a lady behind him. I don't know how far, how close she was behind him, but he heard her say, "Get that black off the stage." I'm like,
I don't want to laugh, but golly. Leave your kitchen talk at home.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
it's just
crazy.
like it's wild that you're so bothered by someone who doesn't even know who you are probably nor cares. Yeah. But you're worried about her.
Well, she's marching in on their territory.
She's marching in on what?
I'm saying that's how they feel.
No, yeah,
they got their shotguns ready.
I was just like, listen, y'all look, they don't want to teach it, but I'm telling you, a lot of music started.
Looking at your nails like you.
Because look, I'm just saying,
and that's why plagiaristic is crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
It's very true.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite songs on the album. We're not gonna stay on this too long. I know y'all want to hear some other stuff, but one of my favorite songs on the album is "Daughters." Daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter. No, it's still my favorite song.
She's got two though, but this one.
She really. I remember when we were listening to that. Yeah. She shocked. I think he heard me scream because she did an Italian. She went into an Italian aria, which is a song that I'm familiar with from in high school with people singing. So the fact that she did that,
Caro mio ben.
Yes, Caro mio ben. Caro mio ben. Anyway, but yeah, shut up. But yeah, it was really exciting to hear her go into that. I'm like, oh, this is really, really cool. But yeah, what about it do you like so much?
Well, no, it was just a story. Just a story of that song after Jolene.
I'm like,
I was like,
yeah, cause I'm like, okay, so is she talking about, because she says, like these fantasies in my head, and I'm like, so are you saying like this is what I would do? You know what I'm saying? Or are you saying like this is what I've been done?
But it's cool because the way she does it, the way she sings it, it's like it is like an opera of sorts. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of her movie Carmen, except like
the hip opera.
Light years better. Yeah, the hip. No, I'm just being honest. Like the way she was like, like the way she was like attacking every lyric in that song. Like it was like so just like she's on stage and I'm watching her like act out these scenes. Like I could visually see what she was talking about, and I just really enjoyed it. Yeah, the opera was also really nice, nice touch. I always knew she could sing classical in the first place, but it's just really dope that she was just like, you know what, I'm gonna like legit give it to y'all.
Give it.
Because ain't nobody else really doing it. Like,
Listen, classically trained. Stop playing with her. She's classically trained. Y'all doing a lot. But yeah, I don't even think a lot of people realize that she did Carmen. I think some people forget that sometimes. I'm like, man, get out of here.
Yaya's really cool.
Yaya is cool.
That's
super cool.
That's good. I definitely want to see her perform that live because I can only imagine like what she would do with that.
And Two Most Wanted. That'll be my second favorite for sure.
Such a surprise. Such a surprise. Like their
I'm like,
voices
I didn't know she was on the album.
Oh, Miley?
Well,
me neither.
Then I was talking to my family and they're like, "Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus." I was like, "Bro."
You're like, dang. I know. Like I don't like the surprise being ruined for me either. And
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you like to know like
No.
okay, but you hadn't heard the music.
Exactly. Like I didn't want to know nothing about it. I just when the album dropped, that's when I want to know what's going on with the album. Not beforehand because I like that like the essence of like being surprised and
Yeah,
just
like
being,
in the now.
Pleasantly surprised in the now. Because it just gives you a whole different listening experience. So, Miley killed that joint.
I think they combined well, but I've always been a Miley fan. When
Yeah,
everybody was wrecking her during the Wrecking Ball era and all
for
that
sure.
stuff.
Oh, yes. I mean,
bangers.
After Hannah Montana, because I really wasn't into Hannah Montana like that, but when she was Miley Cyrus, I actually was really into Miley Cyrus like that. But, yeah, and vocally, she's always been amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But just in this song in general, with them two combined, it was just, oh, my God.
I was I was really surprised by that. I was just like, oh, y'all compliment each other like for real because they have two very different tones. Obviously, it's just like you can clearly like it's very distinct, you know, and they sing so. But having that together, I'm like, oh, okay, this really works. It was
like,
nice.
It was kind of weird though because it's like it sounded like it should have clashed because they
like it should have, right?
Like it was like they were together but they weren't at the same time. It was so weird.
But then when they did come together to sing together, you're just like, wait a minute, no, this actually sounds good.
Yeah.
Separately, you're like, okay, you got the Miley sound, and then you got the Beyonce sound. You're like, okay, like it's different, but it works.
Yeah.
But then like together, you're just like, whoa.
No, for sure.
It was really nice.
And yeah, you know, she's already breaking records like we knew she would. Number one selling album from the day one. She's got the most streams so far.
Day one?
And you know, top two. She's never number two.
Oh my gosh, because she's number one.
Attaboy.
That's crazy, daft. No, but so yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I really shouldn't need to tell you, but just from our experience, we all loved it for different reasons. So yeah, just go check it out and let us know your guys' thoughts on it.
Real quick, the song that surprised me the most out of every single song on there is Bodyguard. Because that was completely different from everything that she did. Just like the style of it, because it was kind of like folky a little bit. And I don't think...
It was country.
All right, so yeah, tell us your comments and your thoughts. I'm over this.
No, shut up. That wasn't even
you shut up.
You shut up. That wasn't even a shot at you. That was mostly,
I would like to take a shot at you.
I'm sure you would. You have already.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. No, that was actually a shout out to people who say that the stuff that she was doing isn't country.
Yeah.
Country, part of the definition of country is singing folk style music or folk style singing. And she's definitely displayed that in this album as well. Again, it's not a country album; it's a Beyonce album. But at the same time, like you said, like it's like folk style singing. Like that's part of country.
There were
storytelling, which
there were influences on there. But didn't you say like there was like a theory about Daughter or something like that? Did we already talk about that? I don't even know.
We didn't, but we could honestly be here all day. So
okay,
I don't know.
all right.
I mean, we could touch on it if you want.
Because I just want to know the theory. People, people love theories in songs.
Our guest brought a subject, and so we love that.
I did see this on TikTok, so I don't I have
for sure.
a vague understanding of it.
It's a TikTok theory.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Let's make this clear that this is not my theory.
For sure.
And I honestly don't
theories.
even really believe it, but it was interesting though. So they were saying that because did you guys, and I didn't even know this was a thing, but I guess at one of the award shows, like when she was when she was pregnant with Blue, she bent over and No, but that's what the theory is.
Yeah.
So she bent over and like
It
her
folded.
stomach. Her stomach folded or whatever.
Yeah.
So they were saying that the mistress, because Loki, they showed a picture of the mistress and Blue Loki looks like her. But I've also seen baby Beyonce.
Yeah.
And like it's like you can't really differentiate,
No,
so that's
she
why I
definitely
don't
looks like
believe.
Beyonce, too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe it. But like they do look, you got the same nose and the same mouth.
So they were trying to. So you're basically saying that they were trying to say that Blue might be the mistress's.
Yeah, might be the mistress's kid, and like daughter is about like, so and the mistress got killed right when Was that
She
supposed
got
to-
she got unalived.
Do your thing. No, you're fine. That's fine.
mistress got.
Oh my. Okay. Well,
I loved it. No, keep going. Either way, you're good.
Like soon after Blue gave birth, or like Blue was born,
Blue was born.
and
Oh,
so like
wow.
they were saying that the daughter song is like,
Like a story of the
yeah.
actual mistress.
so it's
I mean,
so
no, but
it's
it
so
sounded like
it is something that she been
Wait a
done.
minute. Wait a minute. You can't
And that's
just.
what, and I was about to like say something because he hinted at it. I was like,
But that's what you. I mean, that's what you get from the song. I was like, the story is just like, whoa, obsessed. If y'all know that movie,
It's
No,
I'm
yeah,
telling
for
you,
sure.
that's Western theme, just the culture around just Western is actually really insane. It's wild. So that
no, it's crazy though because it's like, I was low key thinking when I heard the song, I was just like, is this like low key what rappers do?
yes,
No, yeah,
yes,
for
They
sure.
tell her,
They-
like she's like
yes.
telling her crime like in plain sight.
We know where the bodies are
They
buried.
can't touch me.
but now that's a law. So maybe she was strategic because that is now a law that you cannot use your lyrics.
That's very true. That's very true.
Convicted
She
of
said,
a crime.
I'll wait till 2024.
Oh my gosh. Well, on that note, there's
That's just. I'm sorry, but that just makes her more thug. If that's what it is.
Listen.
I'm just like all low key, all for it.
man, but I mean, I guess. But on that note, we got
let's
you know,
move on.
there's some
Yeah,
more. There's some more new music that is out. You want to talk about this?
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely just as big. Ariana,
Oh.
yeah, that's a lot.
she knows. Ariana Grande's
Who's she?
Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine also came out a few weeks ago,
Yes, Eternal
And-
Sunshine, y'all.
and that joint right there is also a masterpiece of its own. I can't say I got the exact same feelings, obviously, because they're different works, but just I really felt like she poured her entire mind, not necessarily heart too, of course, but her mind, like the inner workings of what she was going through in these last some odd years, in this work, and I empathized with it a lot because it was just very raw.
Oh.
A lot of the lyrics were raw from and everything was just really thoughtful. Bye, because she says boy bye. But boy bye is like a song about her being an adult enough to realize that this situation isn't good and you just need to peace out. And it's not malicious and it's not negative. It's just like, you know what, like it's not working, so I gotta say deuces and dip out. Obviously, some people aren't okay with dipping out in that manner, but like,
I don't know why you looked over here when you said that.
No,
Where am I dipping to? I ain't going nowhere.
I'm just looking at my cast.
I ain't going nowhere.
Oh no, but no, I'm just saying like no, some people aren't okay with that. But that's the thing. Like you still have to be your own person and
For sure.
adults enough and mature enough to be like, I can't stay in it just because you want me to. I have to leave. And I mean, and it continues like that throughout the entire album to where it's just her decisions that she has to make for herself, and also the relationships, whether it be good or bad. Like there's negativity on both ends and positivity on both ends. So it's not just I'm gonna attack my ex type of album either, because that's also maturity in itself. Learning that two people in a relationship didn't make it work. So
Yeah.
I think that's
So
really
do you
dope.
think that, because I've listened to like a couple songs on this album,
For sure.
but do you think that this is like an album of all her relationships and like just the growth that she has been through as a person, or just the past one?
I mean, that's a good question.
Because listen, she don't got a good track record with that.
Neither does Taylor Swift, but
She surely does not. That's why she's still relevant.
oh,
It's because of her relationship. If she was single, nobody would give a damn.
About Ariana Grande?
No, about Taylor Swift.
This boy is Cowboy Cartered out. I'm telling
That's
you.
where, because that's where.
Pistols away.
No, but I will say definitely on Eternal Sunshine, the production was really good, and her singing, even she wasn't focused on being like a top tier vocalist. She was just singing through, just like the different topics and the things that she wanted to talk about. So you were able to really get into it with her. And the video for "We Can't Be Friends," my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
But the thing is, like
that rocked your word, man.
Yeah,
no,
what in a
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
what in a no
Not the hand?
what? Oh no, my hand was already like that.
Oh, my
no,
bad.
that wasn't to you. I was just like, oh no, it was.
I'll check back.
But no, the thing is, it was what an approach that she took to go to this place where her memories were erasing her past relationship. But it's also one of those things, like, for a lot of people, I think that if they could, they would do the same thing. And I think that's what was so impactful about it. And the way that she was crying, I was like, you are an actress. Mm-hmm. You are an actress. No. Because that cry was not, it wasn't some like run of the mill cry. It was wicked. Just like, oh, I'm really dealing with something, like it happened, like it's actually gone. And yeah, I think a lot of people would choose to do the same thing if they could erase, certain aspects of a relationship or an entire relationship. So it was just really cool. And like I said, her entire approach to the whole thing was really nice, and it was really well done vocally and with the production. Like, it was really nice. So like, kudos to Ariana Grande. What a good return, I think, in my opinion, for her.
Yeah, fantastic return. I'm gonna go ahead and just show our guest, and we'll probably pop it up on the screen so I can talk about the ending of the video. So spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, I would go check it out.
Spoilers.
But I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for our guest Aaron here.
Oh, she hasn't seen it yet.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
So. I'm really not a big.
Oh.
She's watching it right now.
So just you can hold it if you want
okay.
to. Just initially the crying part. Is
Into
what,
the mic.
Just initially the crying part is what Jadea was talking about.
Not the shoulders.
Oh yeah, her career definitely helped on
that. Right? Like, them tears was real.
It's like I was watching Victorious again.
Oh.
Listen, speaking of Victorious.
Wait, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Gosh.
So what y'all just saw, hopefully, if we can get this editing great.
It'll be on there.
I'm sure it will.
Speak into existence.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on, speak it. Yes, come on, somebody in this place.
So what you just saw, from what I got from that specific scene, which I'm going to make sure I say this properly because I don't want it to sound insensitive.
And douchey.
But, what?
Hmm?
No, just insensitive. You have to douchey stuff down packed. But
and you're insensitive. You definitely are insensitive.
But no, so when she's crying on there, it looks like, what it feels like for me is that she really doesn't want to do it, but she knows she has to.
Ooh.
And it's like she knows she has to in order to move on and move forward. And it's a thing where it's like, I'm fine. Thank you. But it's a thing to where, like, this is gonna hurt. This is hurting you currently, but you have to get through this pain in order to feel better. And it just reminds me of like a place where
talk about it. Yeah.
I hate you.
No, I'm here with you. Come on.
Are you here?
Yes.
Awesome. No, it's just a point where your heart is in such turmoil that you have to do the worst thing in order to move on. And it's just like, it's crazy because the way she showcases that, it definitely hurt her. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a self-harming situation.
Yeah.
Without the intent to, completely unalive yourself. It's just one of those things where it's just like, dang, like, that's very touching, and it's and thank you for letting us in how you actually felt during that time, because it's like I'm sure a lot of us have felt like that when we get into a relationship where we're just like, I wish I had just never ever experienced this at all, because people like to say like, oh, it's better to have loved than to have not loved at all, and it's just like sometimes.
No, yeah, for sure.
Sometimes that is not the case. Sometimes you just wish, you know what, I was fine before you. I was good before you.
It's honestly, it's true, and I think sometimes, I mean, not to like veer like off too much, but I think that's what some people tend to miss a lot when it comes to relationships. Like when you're with another person, the best time in somebody's life to be with someone else is when you are at a good realized part of yourself, because you don't need someone to complete you.
Right.
It's more of you come together and it's just like, this is a great addition to
It's an
an
elevation.
already, it's an elevation. So this is a great addition to an already, time in my life where I feel like I'm on the up and up a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it shouldn't be like, oh, you made my life better. It's just like your life should have. I mean, not to say that you're being unhealthy about it, but you shouldn't have to say, oh, like you made it better. It's just no. My life was already going good, like, or it was going cool, and you having this addition of you in there is just like, yeah, this is nice, and
No, for sure.
I'm glad to have this, but if this wasn't there, I still got to keep going,
Right.
and that's like goes into that, because like you said, sometimes you have to do the worst thing. Some people may see it as doing the worst thing to move forward. Some people may think this is, or a quote unquote, a necessary evil or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. That was powerful what she did in there.
Well, because sometimes you can get shaken to your core so much.
Shaken.
Oh, come on, Ryan.
I think that was actually pretty
No,
solid.
it was no. He thinks I'm being sarcastic, but
Because you are most of the time. See.
But no, yeah. Sometimes, relationships can shake you to your core, and you're just like, whoa, what the heck just happened? Like, I'm in this whole new space that I don't like, and I didn't have to experience that had I not met you. And so it's like, like she said, like, we can't be friends. I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody who created this part of my life that is so traumatic and dark. So I'm not sure if that's what happened, but I'm just saying, like, those are the type of situations I would want to erase.
Also, in that little clip that you showed me, like, it just looked like, even outside of the relationship, like, it just looked like she was kind of trapped and overwhelmed just by, like, because, like, you remember how, like, and I don't want to, like, be insensitive because I really don't know what happened, but, like, she, like, lost a lot of weight, and, like, now her hair is, like, super bleached, and, like, that was a lot in the media as well. And it was kind of like a reliving, because when she was casted as Kat, she also had another hair situation, so it was just, like, it just felt like she didn't, like, there's just things getting added on top of her, and, like, and I don't know if it's because, and I keep referencing Kat because that's how I, like, knew her.
No, for sure.
But, like, it just seemed so innocent, like, in that clip. Like, she just seemed like this innocence is,
like getting stolen from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I agree. And
speaking of,
she grew. We're getting to it. It's,
no,
it's
I
all
know.
coming to a head.
I'm just
But no.
saying. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, definitely, I could see that as well. But she grew up on camera, and so a lot of her innocence was on camera, and unfortunately, the media thrashed her the entire time.
Yeah.
As she's growing up, even until now, and she's still, what I believe she's like maybe 30, maybe 29. I don't know.
Yeah,
not
around
exactly
that
sure,
age.
around that age. But even now, it's just like she's now, and when you become 30 years old, like a lot of the realizations of who you are actually can finally get settled in. But she's had to go through all of her life being scrutinized and like under a microscope from everybody, and every mistake that she made was heavily criticized, which we all make mistakes. But like, and granted, yes, as a superstar, that's what you're signing up for. But she's still human, and we as other humans should be able to recognize and sympathize with the fact that she had to go through all this as well.
Definitely.
So, but yeah, like you said in that clip, I can see where you're going from.
Yeah, because I mean, famous or not, if relationships don't do much for you, relationships just don't do much for you. Some people just don't get it, at least not yet, and some people
True.
Like they get it, and like she's probably just at a point where it's just not quite yet. But I mean, that might be the case with this one. But either way, I mean, it's not for us to decide. And I think sometimes people, obviously, they have a lot to say, but it's magnified because you're famous. The thing is, if she wasn't, and people were saying this, it wouldn't really be as big of a deal. But because of like her status, it's just magnified, and that's what sucks about it. It's just like, if I wasn't famous, this wouldn't be as magnified. Yeah, people would still be saying stuff, but it's just like, okay, well, people are saying stuff like whatever.
Right. And she's famous for doing something that she loves. So that's another thing too, because it's just like, people are like, oh, well, she chose to be famous, but she also just chose to do what she loves to do. Like,
sure.
You know what I mean? Like, so, and it sucks because as a child actor, she's gone through a lot, which has led us to our next.
Listen, come on.
She's been waiting
to talk about
Quiet on Set.
Oh, shoot. We going there. We starting there.
Quiet on Set.
Go ahead and start off then.
Quiet on Set. This documentary, and I know a lot of y'all have either seen it or heard about it or whatever,
seen a clip.
But man, I'm just that whole Nickelodeon situation with Brian Peck and Dan Schneider. I'm like, y'all just out here really trying to cover your tracks because they're waiting. People are waiting for you.
It's nasty.
Seriously, just nasty. In case y'all don't know, so Quiet on Set is a documentary about what has transpired with a lot of Nickelodeon child star actors as they've grown up and they had to experience and survive these predators, which Brian Peck and Dan Schneider have showcased that they are. Drake Bell story was tough. Oh,
and it was so. And the thing is, because it was such a big deal because before that, there were allegations against Drake Bell because he was trying to involve himself with a minor female and stuff like that, and so
was he? Was he convicted for that?
I don't believe that he was. I'm guessing
we'll say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. So there were I said it was allegations.
I don't know, but we'll stick with
there were allegations. Yeah, allegations of him, trying to be involved, with an underage girl, and so people were obviously just like out to get him. And I think at that point, they were going to Josh Peck because obviously they were on a show together and they were supposed to be really good friends, but they already had their own turmoil, so that didn't really go well. So with this coming out and him coming forward and talking about it, it's just like, and that's where it started. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, because a lot of the time when it comes to situations like that, it's because they went through it, and so it's just continuing the cycle, which is so sad. That's awful, but man, it's crazy. I mean, they were like Nickelodeon stars like pointing out like certain things that were like, oh, that makes sense. Just like the way that they did certain things in certain, in some of the TV shows, it's like, okay, this is just a guy trying to be gross towards kids, but trying to cover it up with a kid show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of the girls from Zoe 101. She was talking about the most disgusting thing that, she did, and like in her opinion was there was trying to open her and Zoe, Jamie Lynn Spears. Ugh, we don't like you. But anyway, they were trying to open. Look, she did her sister dirty. But they were trying.
She might have gone through some stuff herself.
Maybe. So. But they were trying to open a package, and I guess like off camera, ended up like like exploding, but it just showed it just like hitting her face.
It was a very suggestive
like from off,
way
from off camera. I'm like
that these goops or these drips,
and drips, and stains.
Okay. Even saying, y'all, I'm sorry, but no, yeah. So the very suggestive way that these drips and goops and stains are like hitting these girls, and it's always girls, young girls, underage girls in the face to make it look, like I said, highly suggestive, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, man. And it was also said that Dan Schneider didn't really respect women. And I think that was like, he was part of, especially for that scene, I think he was in charge of that or like overseeing it. And so I think that was him doing that. And then like when I was saying Victoria Justice, they're speaking of her, she was obviously the star of Victorious on Nickelodeon, which Ariana Grande and like Leon Thomas was on, and what is this? Having Jovi,
Liz
Gillies. I mean, all of them, honestly, like most
They're
of the
all
cast
talented.
have
They were all
gone off to
talented.
do like amazing things. So that's
Yeah.
awesome,
Some
which
more
is
than
crazy.
others.
Yeah, except for Victoria. Like Victoria Justice was
I was
like,
gonna name names.
that's funny. Victoria Justice,
That's
she
funny.
kind
I'm
of,
going to though.
yeah, Victoria Justice, she kind of like faded into the background. I think towards the end of the show, she was actually barely on the show. And because she wasn't like she wasn't subscribing to what Dan or Brian was putting out, and also she was 18.
Well,
too,
she was
right?
18, so
yeah,
she could say that she. I don't know. I'm not disclaiming any or you
Right.
know like. Her words are her words, and that's great. But at the same time,
that's
like
great.
she was 18, and Dan Snyder was only interested in minors.
Yeah.
So, and that also was showcased in the show All That with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
Because she edged out another budding female actress because she was younger.
yeah.
And so it was just a reoccurring pattern that Dan Snyder was portraying.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get back to the Drake Bell situation just because that his not testimony, his
Come on.
no. I guess it is in a sense, but yeah, like his discussion, his interview was just very painful to hear.
Oh yeah.
We watched it together. And,
As you were.
no, I'll let you feel your feelings. Let's have a
No,
moment
I'm
of
good.
silence
As
for
you
your
were.
feelings.
Don't do this to me. As you were.
Anyways, we watched it together, and I feel like we were glued the entire time.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was just like it was intense and it was insane. His dad just
I
seemed
feel like that was. I feel like honestly, the reaction of his dad was worse than. Not to be
not
insensitive,
worse, but yeah,
but
you felt it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just was the icing on top of the cake.
It's a moment in the interview where Brian Peck, obviously he got convicted for SA with Drake Bell, and Drake called his dad and was just like, "Dad, they got him. They finally got him." Now, his dad always knew that Brian Peck was just disgusting man,
Yeah.
and so he warned Drake's mom to not have Drake near him, unsupervised, and which is insane because
But also because because Brian Peck convinced Drake that like his dad is corrupting him. So like his mind, he was literally trying to like manipulate
he
his
infiltrated
mind.
Drake's mind,
Yes.
like you said, to manipulate him into believing that Brian Peck is the savior type, the savior person, and he's a real father.
Like Brian
figure,
knew that he needed to get his father out of the picture,
which is
and he
Isn't
did it.
it?
Yeah, he did.
Wild.
Crazy.
Sickening.
Wild.
Sick man. But yeah.
Sick.
So he tells Drake's mom, like, yeah, don't let my son near him unsupervised because it's all bad. Like, so what parent in your right mind would be like, oh, you know what? My husband is or my ex is just being crazy. I'm going to let my kid be all up under Brian Peck and spend the night at his house and all that stuff. Like, that's insane to me. Like your ex obviously loves your child. So
It just goes
beyond me.
like real quick, that just goes to show like how much of an impact and how much it affects the kids when parents separate.
Oh, for sure.
Like that's a perfect example of that, because you're not listening to them because you're thinking like, oh, like this is just my ex, like they're just being stupid. And it's just like, you may not be together, you still have a kid. So you need to figure it out. If he's saying like, this kid should not be with this dude, he's not talking about you, girl.
Right.
He's talking about this man.
No,
Right.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's insane to me. She should almost, okay.
No,
I'm gonna
speak it.
No, I feel like there should be something that should be going on with her.
Yeah.
Because in a way that's kind of like almost child endangerment in a way. I mean, obviously, she probably wasn't thinking this would happen, but it's just like you put him directly in the line of fire.
Yeah.
This was a child, bro.
And it wasn't even her that got him out, because she didn't get him out. Drake's girlfriend's mother was the one that was like, hey, I don't like the situation that's going on. I need to help this child.
Because Brian called him 40-something times.
Called Drake's girlfriend at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, called Drake's girlfriend to get a hold of Drake to go to Disneyland. And so
I need to watch, because I haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
girlfriend's mother was just like, what's going on, Drake? There's obviously an issue. Drake's tried to pass it off as like
A grown man calling a child.
Exactly. He tried to pass it off as like, oh, we were just supposed to have, we were supposed to meet up and hang out, but I told him I didn't want to. And she very intently was just like, no. Like a 40-something-year-old man does not call my child's boyfriend to call her to get a hold of her boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
It is.
And so but what we were getting at the point, the dad, he calls his dad to let him know that Brian Peck has been arrested. You know, he's got convicted and they got him. And the dad was just like, thank God that they got him before he was able to get to you. And I think all of us were just like, oh.
Yeah.
Gosh.
He didn't know?
No.
Oh, no. He didn't know.
Yeah. For years.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So and so Drake couldn't even bring himself to tell his dad because they already had such a strained relationship in general.
And they were just rekindling.
Yeah, they were just rekindling their relationship, so he didn't want to explain to his dad, like, no, he did get me, which...
Well, he knows now.
Like, that's
that's
so
heavy.
He knows
so
now.
Heavy. No, for sure. When the dad realized that he did get him, I mean, he can't talk about it to this day.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he still feels the same pain as like when Drake originally told him.
Mm-hmm. Like it just doesn't, and that stuff, I would imagine that stuff doesn't go away.
Oh no.
I couldn't see that.
Cause like then it gets even deeper than like, just like his relationship with Drake. Like then it becomes like, oh, if only I would have been a better husband, or like it just
goes all the way back.
Yeah, it's so heavy on like the blame game.
You know, for sure, because you're thinking, yeah, this is my child. Like, how could I have made steps to better protect my child? Like, you go all the way back to the past, like you said, and it's tough. That's good. That's good. You know. So let's get back into a little bit of we're going to do a couple more things because we know it's been a long video. But Cardi B is back.
Cardi B is back.
And already, to see you, girl. Cardi. Yeah, she dropped 2 singles, Like That and Enough, I believe.
And almost got into a fight.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
With Saweetie at the Vanity Fair event. Almost got into a fight, and so I guess she was in the bathroom on live. And so she's like, hello? Like, yeah, you know, I just ran into somebody. You know me. You know I don't play that. But I'm on live, you know, I'll have to call you back. Okay, bye.
This is Cardi on live?
Yes.
I love Cardi's lives. Cardi's lives.
On Instagram. And so I guess, sources are saying that she ran into her on the red carpet and was like, so what do you have to say now? And Saweetie was pretty calm, but she didn't back down either. So they almost got into a fight.
I wonder
what's the background of this beef?
That I don't know.
Dang, I wish you had that information.
You know what? I'm done.
No, you're not. But no, she came out with two singles, and they were both popping. Like, I really enjoyed it like that. It sampled Missy Elliott's song. Oh gosh, I know exactly what it is, but I know it's a curse word.
Wish you had that information too.
Yeah, but I can find it quick.
I can also find that information as well.
I don't.
And I.
You know what? Let's do this. Find your information. We're going to time this.
I will. Why do we need to time it?
Because I can find my.
Gosh, typical man want to compete for everything.
Man.
Typical shut up.
Let's see.
You guys are both like mad.
For sure.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it was at an Oscars after party.
Yeah, but
the fans. Okay, so the fans think it was Saweetie. So it's gotten into a fight at the Oscars after party, and fans have theorized that it was fellow rapper Saweetie, and I guess took to and was talking, like, and I already said it was like talking about, but yeah. So I guess it's currently unknown who she ran into, but they think it was Saweetie for some reason. She's like, I definitely ran into somebody, so I don't know why they think it was Saweetie. I guess Saweetie tweeted afterwards, I'm really just a bad that mind my business. If you don't like me, that's on you and your mama, boo, which could be referencing Cardi. Possibly. So yeah, they didn't really go into why there could be beef. It's not really like saying, but I guess they've. My gosh, that was crazy. I'm so sorry. Oh, wow, the pair. So,
but edit this. Put green smoke around yourself.
So this is him. This is
has
who
always
he is.
been me. Y'all
This is who he is. Yeah, he's
This
a
is
bully.
you.
This is me. This is who. Wait,
Yeah, a punk.
Oh, actually, yeah. Stop singing. Like,
chill out.
The pair. So I guess the pair have history of beef following the accusation in 2022 that Offset, Cardi's husband, slept with Sweetie. So maybe that's what it is. But like I said, it hasn't been confirmed that it was Sweetie, but the fans think that's who it was with.
I think maybe Sweetie might have just tweeted so that she can get a little more traction in the media because she hasn't really had any for like.
actually, she's coming back because of her and YG's affiliations.
Oh.
Well, hopefully she can do well on the track because she hasn't for a while. But her features always do well on her track. Sorry, Sweetie. I know we got.
But yeah, Cardi is back and doing her thing. People are liking what she's doing. So
like that, she
like
sampled
that,
Missy
like
Elliott's "She's a Bitch." That song. That's what song she sampled.
she's a boom boom boom.
Yeah, she slayed that beat for real. And
She did good.
Yeah, it was dope comeback. Her body was banging, snatched. And
Do you guys like? Because I haven't heard the one you guys are talking about. I only had heard enough. I like Cardi B for sure, but I don't think it was.
You don't think it was everything?
You know,
Like everybody's hyping it up to be.
No.
I think I think it was a great little diss track. It wasn't like touching like Megan's hiss or nothing like that for me.
Cool, man.
I mean, it was better than Big Foot, Good Foot.
Oh gosh! Oh, that don't even deserve a mention.
But
it was definitely better than. To me, it's better than what's it called Sunday.
Oh, Sunday Service.
Sunday Service. Do you like?
Really,
Sunday?
I do like Sunday Service. But like,
because that's Lotto, right?
Yeah.
That's Lotto.
Yeah.
That was her diss track to Ice Spice, I believe.
You know
but
what?
she says there's not even supposed to be one.
Who Lotto said it's not?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a diss track.
Interesting because I thought she dropped it in response to "You Think You the Shit." You're not even a fart.
Which is crazy. I'm just like Ice Spice. You don't.
Ice Spice is played out, bro.
No, I'm just
sorry.
like
They
for
catchy
you.
though. I was like,
That song, that one.
just her songs. They
Their
all got
songs
the
are
same
catchy.
rhythm, so they're like catchy. But
Yeah.
like, I do understand that. Like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the 10th one.
She's.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
sorry.
Okay, I'm glad
I'm
about that.
I'm so sorry, but she's horrible on stage.
Oh no,
She
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
horrible on stage, and I'm just like, so you mean to tell me that you have this much popularity, and you have this many, like all these people that listen and stream your music, but yet you still look a mess on stage?
I mean, she kind of just ran into the fame though.
She did. She
But
did.
that- I mean, but
they
now that
snatched her up out the street.
But
for
now,
sure.
but now that she's there, they need to be like, nah, you ain't doing any more performances until you know how to be on stage, because she's too far into it at this point to still be doing all that on stage.
But okay, but do you think Sexy Red is a good performer on stage?
I've never seen her perform. Have you guys?
I've seen clips.
No, she's not a good performer on stage either, and
feel
somebody
like
needs to
a
get with
lot-
her too. I'm sorry, Sexy Red, like I mean, like people say she's cool, and it's not anything against her as a person, but as a performer, I'm sorry, you have major traction right now, so put some emphasis on giving people something to see when they see you on stage, not just your songs. They can listen to your songs anywhere.
I
They
feel
can
like-
watch videos of you doing your songs. Like seeing you do just pretty much nothing on stage, like you're wasting people's money. Sorry.
No, for
You don't
sure.
want your money being wasted, being played with.
I feel like the last 4 popular rappers, like Sexy Red, Lola Brooks, Glorilla, and who were we talking about?
Ice Spice.
And Ice Spice have all had that same struggle, and they've all
Yeah.
kind of just got thrown into the fame.
Yeah.
But I think that I would give Glow credit though, because she has acknowledged that.
Okay. Yeah, I was
She was like,
getting ready
I'm
to say
not
that
good
too. I
on
was like,
stage.
yeah, but I think Glow knows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, she's
No, she
aware
does.
of the situation.
She's like, look, I ain't going on stage. I know that y'all ain't got.
I mean, I'm interested because I definitely got tickets to Hot Girl Summer Tour, so I am interested.
Do you
to see-
really?
Oh, yeah, I just got them today, girl.
I just got it today.
I was like contemplating. I
I was like,
think I should have did it.
But Glorilla, she's definitely been like posting about like, her getting ready for the tour and stuff. Like she's really putting like real intention
yeah,
into
so I'm excited to
herself
see what
before
she's
she
gonna
goes
do
on tour. So
I'm excited.
I'm interested to see what Megan does on tour, because is this her first tour, or she been on tour before?
I think this is her
At
first
least
tour.
for solo tour.
For solo tour, for sure.
Oh my God! So we about to get into the full Megan Thee Stallion like experience, fantasy, all that stuff. So
Y'all both going?
No.
No.
Sensitive subject, it looks like.
There might be a friend that goes with me, but no. I just bought it solo. I was just too excited.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what Megan's gonna bring to the table as a solo artist, a rapper. Man, because like Nicki, she does great shows, and it's just kind of interesting to see as Megan is doing her beginning, because she also mostly has funded her own stuff as of late too. So I wonder what she's gonna put into this.
Yeah.
She's an independent artist. Some people, I don't think everybody knows that because of just like how she, portrays herself and just like everything that she's been doing. Yeah. But yeah, Megan, like at her core, she's an independent artist. So she's doing something.
She's dope.
You said that Nicki was a good performer.
No.
Yeah, I was like, she's not.
If I said that, strike that. What I meant to say was that her shows are cool.
Oh yeah,
like, meaning like the there's different things that goes on during her shows that are actually her.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj isn't. Yeah, Nicki Minaj isn't a good performer either. But what I will say is that there's some structure into what she's doing though.
It's like Rihanna.
So that's why.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I.
Am I wrong?
I would watch Rihanna before Nicki because at least Rihanna can move somewhat.
Very interesting that you guys think that is on the same caliber.
Wait, what is on the same caliber, like Nicki and Rihanna?
Yeah.
No, I mean Rihanna does perform, but it just feels like she doesn't really put much into it. Mm-hmm, so it's just kind of like
the death stare, low key. No, so you feel like Rihanna and Nicki, or you feel like Nicki?
No, I mean, no, I understand.
I feel like Rihanna and Nicki.
I understand what she's saying because Nicki definitely doesn't do half as much as what Rihanna does. Rihanna just doesn't put, in my opinion, enough energy into it.
But like that's kind of her like persona, though.
Yeah,
like,
people
say
like
stink.
Yeah, people say that. Yeah, people say like that. But I mean, like that's kind of like what her thing is, and that's what people like. But like, it's just kind of like it's cool, like whatever and stuff. I'm like,
we
okay,
just chilling.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, I guess maybe it's just preference then, because for me, like, I love an artist that can like really engage with the audience and like have a back and forth, like have a have that call and response with audiences. Like Nicki definitely does do that. But she doesn't dance. She
has to be good at the call and response because you ain't doing nothing else.
Oh, gosh, and so exactly that.
Female rappers, I'm sorry, y'all. Some of y'all are y'all.
Listen, they're
beautiful women. But y'all need to do something. Y'all need to do something. I need y'all to do something. Where are the Missy Elliott's? Do you know what I'm saying? Like she'd be doing things. You know what I'm saying? You're making the stallion for that matter. She's doing things. What's going on? What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Give me something.
Passionate.
For sure. There's definitely a layer of creativity.
Cardi even. Sorry.
Excuse me.
I was thinking that. I'm glad you.
Yeah, Cardi too.
There's a layer of creativity that's missing from a lot of these girls, especially these newer girls. But I do feel like you said, like Cardi, Megan Thee Stallion, they're definitely more on the creative side.
Mm-hmm. So. Especially with their visuals. Yes. Like Cardi and Megan are known for their visuals at this point.
And that's why when they collab, it goes crazy.
No, it goes bonkers for sure. Except for bongos. Like bongos was definitely a flame.
Maybe that was kind of like a space filler. Maybe just to kind of like hold people over. Maybe so. I mean, it was a while ago, but I mean, maybe that was just to like. Maybe it was just to like to complete the demand of like, like they need like let's have them do another Cardi. One. The popularity off of WAP, you know what I mean?
It's Cardi though. She's been real forthright about being nervous about her second album and all that stuff, which is understandable. Sometimes artists can get those feelings of like, man, can I do it again? And we all get it, and I definitely sympathize with her. But yeah, I think that's why she's been doing these filler singles just to kind of like please her audience every now and then.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
that happened when I was in high school. So.
Oh gosh. It's this. I mean, it's this thing that
she's not our age, by the way.
It's this, I know, but like, so speaking of, like the newer girls and stuff like that, I'm starting to realize, even with the girls that are a little bit more like underground, that are kind of being recognized a little bit, that you like hear their names like sometimes, or like this person, or like, doing these cool ciphers and all this stuff, whatever, these cool like videos, like, oh, this girl can rap, do you know who this is? It seems like a lot of them, I mean, it's unfair to say this, I guess, because, of like the videos that they have put out, but it's like, I mean, the focus is on their skill, which I love, but that's just not going to translate when you get on stage. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, and it feels like a lot of these girls are just very like, almost kind of in the same vein as these male rappers now, when it comes to like, it's just the rapping, and so they get on stage, and so there's not really much that they do, but it's a different category, because to me, because I feel like with the male rappers, there's an energy that they give that I feel like some of like these newer female rappers are not really bringing. Like, and I think honestly, or Doechii is another one that's really giving it like on stage and just like in her music. And I think Flo Milli is really about to just like really give it, you know what I'm saying? Because her rollouts lately have been like really, really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Like I like the female rap world is weird right now. It's weird. For sure. It's really, really weird. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like it also has to do with like the unity of it.
The unity.
Because like, and I don't know. Obviously, there's like beef in like.
It's crazy.
I don't know what happened.
don't even worry about it.
Like, obviously, there is beef with the old school female rappers, but like, nobody likes each other right now. And like, there's also like two sides of rap right now.
Yeah.
And so like the combination of both those things just aren't really setting well in the female rap game, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, which is unfortunate, because it's like you have all these talented females. You have some talented females that could really come together and do great things, like Miley and Beyonce. Two super talented women that came together and created amazing tracks. Like there's rappers that can do that too, female rappers that can do that as well.
Follow the vocalists.
But they're just following the trends of having beef and rappers having beef, which is cool. Some of the diss tracks are dope. Go ahead.
No, I'll wait.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, some of the diss tracks are dope, but definitely having a track that can actually portray a message that's a really great message, and just how these female artists attack it, like go crazy, I think would be really cool too.
Well, like speaking of what you were saying about diss track, actually a lot of people, like the audience, they're really loving that the diss tracks are coming back into rap right now, because I think a lot of people, have talked about in the past about missing that aspect of rap that, where it's just like you may have beef, whatever, but you're using like the songs to get it out. And I think a lot of people haven't really excited. I think that's why the whole Megan and Nicki diss track thing blew up so much, because that was exciting for people. It was just like, oh my gosh, they dissing each other, like, you know what I'm saying? And they get to actually be part of that, because back in like the 90s, early 2000s, like doing diss tracks was like a pretty common thing. And so, and I think
it was exciting for sure.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, they got beef. Like, I didn't even know that, because it's like they didn't really do that in public. They just did it in the song. So when it just dropped, it's like, wait a minute, like, when did this happen? And so it just built up all this stuff. And so people are really excited about the fact that diss tracks are starting to resurface and come back into rap. I think that's like the rap trend right now, maybe.
That's fair.
But resurface is a strong statement. I just felt like there was two good ones, and then after that, it was like.
Well, he just said in rap though, because it's resurfacing on the men's side.
Yeah, the men's side too. Okay. Yeah, so there's like people are just doing diss tracks in general, and people are like,
rap.
Yeah, people are. I mean that. Yo, Kendrick. I mean, he went after J. Cole, Drake, and who else? Was it another person?
J. Cole, Drake.
Wasn't it like 3 people, or was it just the 2 of them?
I feel like there was another.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, so you went for a multitude of people in one song. And so I'm just like, but people people are excited. They're excited about that because it's just like, yo, I mean, especially like people like Kendrick Lamar. I mean, because I mean, he got a pen. Like his pen game is stupid, and so for him to use that like on a diss track, it's just like, oh, somebody pissed him off, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm sorry, like, I mean, I'm sure Drake is cool and stuff, but I feel like
I'm sure Drake is cool.
But I feel like it's really easy to diss Drake. I feel like it's very easy. It's just,
That's
but
fair.
you know what I'm saying? But like J. Cole, I'm just like, what happened
that's crazy.
there?
It's easy
I don't know. I'm a big Cole fan. So
You
I'm
know what I'm
like,
saying?
bro,
So
chill out.
That's a little crazy.
But that's why people are excited because it's just like, nah, and so it's just like people are loving the fact that diss tracks have made a comeback, you know, in a way. So I don't know.
But it's easy to diss people that are on the top too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I'm trying to figure out, like, I really want to know what the situation is because it's like, okay, he literally gave him recognition, like, Cole just seemed like he'd just be laying back chilling. Like,
He does,
he
yeah.
really have beef with bro
He
with?
seemed like that, but you never know.
But see, and that's the thing. So, like I said, back then when people would just drop songs, like, wait, where did that
No,
come from? It's
because-
like, so we don't know.
Because a lot of times, rappers will be saying something that's just like legit to that person. And only that person knows, and nobody else knows. So who knows? Maybe J. Cole might have said something that was like, "Oh, he struck a nerve."
Right.
So if he said that, why would he literally? I feel like it was in his most recent song with Drake. Literally said me, K. Dot, and Aubrey. Like, if he had beef with him, why is he giving him recognition?
Yeah, for the to save face, maybe.
Man, because I still think about that line in his Megan's Law, bro. I still think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Just the directness. I mean, we already talked about this before, but the directness.
The name on the bullet
it
was crazy.
Yeah.
Megan's Law.
But, you know, and so people are excited about it. But I feel,
I'm sorry to cut y'all short. We've been on this thing for a good long journey, and I think it's because we've been having such good conversation with Ariana.
Thank you.
I've really been enjoying it, and thank you so much for coming on. I've been wanting her to get her on the show for a while, but she's out of town.
she don't live here.
She does her big one. You want to tell a little bit about yourself? I know you don't really like to pipe up about you, but I'm proud of her. She does her big thing, big one up there, and man, yeah, she's always been a great baller, and she's highly educated, and just a real good person all around.
Come on, a woman.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, on that note, I have my shout out. I don't know if you have yours.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about that.
It's okay. I have my shout out, and maybe we'll just do one this time. So my shout out today is for Solo Dolo.
Solo Dolo.
Solo Dolo is an incredible rapper.
Yes, sir.
He's a really cool person, like dope person, just to even just talk to.
And he's colorful.
He's really colorful, very passionate, and like the way he attacks. Well, just like we were talking about performers earlier, he's a performer. Like, he's definitely a performer. He performs to the crowd, no matter how big or small or whatever the case is in between. Like, he performs to the fullest, and I really enjoy that about him. And I need to go see more of his shows because he's actually a really dope artist. So check out Solo Dolo. We'll have his Instagram right here.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. What's going on?
We didn't do it. We have to do it.
Oh, we're going to put this before... All this is about to be left in. We're going to put this before the actual shout-outs. But ready, and
Shout-outs. Shout-outs. We got on lock. You can't say nothing.
She can't clock us for that one.
There's definitely some practice left.
She just clocked us on that one. How? It's crazy. Okay, I'll take back everything I said. No, I'm just playing. But no, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in like always. We'll catch y'all back on episode 9. Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Like and
Punch
subscribe.
that notification bell,
No
like everybody
comments?
else says. Yeah, leave a comment down below about
Lick, subscribe, and comment.
about what's been your favorite thing about music in the last month. Last month, like just drop it down there in the comments.
We want to know what has been your favorite thing
And we'll
about
respond.
music
We'll
in the
respond.
last 30 days.
Please comment. I'm just kidding. No. All right, you guys have a good one.
Bye.
Peace.
Deuces.
Gosh, we were talking for a long time.